Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As always, if this is your first time joining us, welcome in general. Today we're going to try and do a real quick video, and we're actually going to work on the UForce 1000 again. Haven't done any videos on the unit here because, quite frankly, it's been working fine. But I haven't really used it much this summer and decided, you know what, we're coming up on winter here pretty quick. Still currently, I think, fall, but it's cold. And I know that I'm going to have to start using this thing for plowing snow. So I figure I should give it its once over, check, make sure everything is all good, fluid levels and everything, which I do quite frequently. Now, I don't do it every single time I ride it like the owner's manual tells you to do, but, you know, I am pretty religious with checking fluids and everything. And that brings us to what the video is about today. We're going to not really fix, but kind of remedy what I see as a big design flaw with these machines, and that is access to the, I guess, transmission oil dipstick. If you have one of these machines, you know, or at least I hope you know, and that you're checking yours, that they are a pain to access. So we're going to see if we can do something to kind of help remedy that and make it so it's not a nightmare every time you got to get to it. So we'll flip you around and I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about and what I kind of hope is going to work. And then I'm going to do it on the on camera. So if it doesn't work out, I guess you'll know too. So let's check it out. All right. So inside your machine, again, you should know this. You have to take all of this crap out in order to get to the dipstick tube for the transmission. And it is right down there. Now that wouldn't be so big of a deal if you could just pop all these panels out and they all just came out nice and easy. But no, CF Moto decided to use all these stupid little plastic clips. See if I can not wash out the camera here. These things. And there's one here for the main piece that goes in here that the little toolbox thing fits in. And then there's 4 of them on this back piece. These are a pain to take off. And if you're on the trail somewhere or whatever, or just it's cold and you don't want to mess with it, those are a pain to deal with. So we're going to see if we can replace those with something else. And my thought process is these right here. These are some 1/4-inch Nut-serts, and I'll show the tool and everything to put them in. But what I'd like to do is take and drill out these holes here, 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 maybe even this one. I'm not sure how well they're going to work in the plastic, but we'll see. Drill those out, put these in, and then just use some regular screws. Well, for right now, I'm going to use regular 1/4-20 screws. But I will be replacing them with ones that have a little knurled top, so you don't even need a tool to take them out. And then I'm going to replace this one too that holds in this tray so that you don't even have to screw around with it for that. So let me get you set up on a tripod and we'll kind of see how this goes. Alright, so hopefully the lighting is adequate. I can't really zoom in any further here. But this is the tool for installing the Nut-serts. There's a few different styles of them. I've actually got a larger one too for doing bigger stuff. But got the installation tool, a drill with the unibit that actually comes with the Nut-serts and the tool and everything. So it should, in theory, have the correct size. But we'll give this a shot and see how it goes. Hopefully this works out well. Get one of these out so that I actually drill it to the right size. I don't think we have to go too much bigger. Well, therein lies our first issue. This one's not going to work. I'm going to have to grab one of my other unibits. This bottoms out inside this tube before it gets to the correct size, so we'll do that. I have the other unibits that are shorter, so we'll do that, but I can probably do these plastic ones here. You do want to make sure there's nothing back behind that you're going to drill into, though. Yeah, they just have to barely be drilled out, so we're good. That's one. That seemed to go pretty well. When you're putting these in, sometimes if you squeeze it down one time, it doesn't seem like it's actually grabbing. Then you can let off pressure, twist it a little bit tighter, and give it another cinch down. I'm not doing that on the plastic because I don't want to completely deform the plastic and then have it rip out that way. So we're just kind of putting them in. They'll be snug enough for what we're doing. I mean, all it's got to do is hold on to this little plastic piece. So give me a second. Let me go grab a different unibit and we'll get these other ones drilled out. All right, we'll give this one a shot. See if it works a little bit better on this situation here. Might as well get a couple of these out and ready to go. So I can quit pawing around and trying to find them when I need them. Well, hopefully I didn't take that one too far. We'll see if it grabs. Feels pretty secure in there. A little bit more in that one. There we go. I'm being really cautious with this other unibit because this one isn't the cheapy one that comes with the kit, and if you go too hard at it, she'll rip right into it. You can make small holes big, but it's hard to make big holes small, so take your time. One more. All right, let me grab some 1/4-20 screws. We'll see how we did. So like I said, I'm going to replace these screws with some knurled thumb screws so you don't have to have a tool to even take it off. But for right now, just to test our theory and make sure this works, we're going to just put in some regular ones. According to the internet, none of the hardware stores around me stock thumb screws of any sorts, so I guess it helps if I put this in the right way. But anyway, they don't stock the thumb screws at any of the hardware stores near me, so I'm going to have to order them online. Found some on Amazon, and the nice thing is they're actually brass, so won't have to worry about corrosion or anything. The Nut-serts themselves are brass as well. That is perfect. Bring the camera around and show you what we got. All right, I'll try to not kick the camera over while I'm doing this. But as you can see, we got these all replaced with regular 1/4-20 screws. And I'm just using some 3/4-inch screws with a Phillips head. Like I said, I'll switch these out to the brass, either brass, aluminum, or stainless with a, instead of having a Phillips or a flathead, they'll have a knurled top on them so you can just take them out with your fingers. But kind of show you how this will work on the other side here, or on this piece. You're reusing the existing holes, so that'll all line up still. And I'll probably end up replacing this one with a knurled one also. Oh, wrong drill. But there you go. That way, you don't have to get out a set of side cutters or whatever and pry those stupid clips apart. You actually have a threaded insert now, or well, yeah, it's a threaded insert, but you can actually use a real screw on there instead of those stupid push pins. Eventually, I'll probably replace all of them along the back under the seats with these, just so that it's easy to get all these panels out. Not that you have to get in there very often, but especially that little back one. You know, you're supposed to check your transmission oil every now and then. Actually, you're supposed to check it every ride, but, you know, nobody does that. But one of the reasons that guys probably don't check it that often is because it's hard to get to. So there we go. We got that taken care of now. All right, guys, here's the actual finished product. We got the original, well, not really original, but the screws that I put in there have been replaced with these knurled thumb screws. Makes it a lot easier than having to screw around with a screwdriver or anything. But these seem to work out real well. I already checked, made sure. I was kind of concerned that this one was going to sit up a little bit too tall and interfere with the seat, but it seems to be just fine. This is what they actually look like. It's got the little diamond cut edge, so you've got something to actually grip onto. It might not be a bad idea if you can find some of these that actually have a Phillips or flathead in the top of it, to throw that in there just in case for some reason or another this thing gets kind of seized in there. I mean, you could always put a set of pliers on it or whatever, but, you know, might not be the worst idea, but these will work just fine for me. But that way you can just zip these off nice and easy. You don't have to fight with those stupid plastic pins anymore, and make it easy to check that transmission fluid. Easier it is to check it, the more likely you are to do it. So there you go. All right, guys, just a real quick video. Hopefully it helps some of you guys out that own one of these machines or are looking at one of these to possibly purchase. Like I said before, it's a little thing. I love the machine. Haven't had any issues with it. It's just, I really think somebody should have maybe thought through the placement of that dipstick. But, you know, whatever. Simple, easy fix for the price that I paid for the unit as opposed to, you know, Ranger or Can-Am or something like that. I'll throw a few Nut-serts at it and make things a little bit easier for myself. Like I said, I'll be switching those out for the knurled screws. Maybe before I edit this, I'll actually have those on hand and be able to show you guys so that you know what it is I'm talking about if you're not familiar with that. Try to throw a link in the description of the video for the installation tool for the Nut-serts. I just picked it up on Amazon. They aren't terribly expensive or anything, and they're super handy to have. So anyway, hope this helps some of you guys out. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check out the other videos, throw a comment down below, all that good crap that people say at the end of videos or in the middle of them, whatever. But until then, you know, we'll see you on the next one. Later.